are in a new city. You need help. You want to ask someone a question, but the words do not come. You freeze. Sound familiar? Today, we will fix that. Stay with us. Hello, hello! Welcome back, everyone. We are so happy you are here today.
I am so happy too. Max, how are you today? I am great, thank you. I had a really nice morning. I had a big cup of coffee and I sat by the window.
A big cup of coffee. That sounds so nice. I love mornings like that.
What about you, Lily? How was your day?
My day is good. I walked to the market this morning. The weather was really nice outside.
Oh, I love a morning walk. That is the best way to start the day.
It really is. Okay, are you ready for today's lesson?
I am so ready. Let us go.
So today, we are talking about something very important. We are talking about how to talk to people in a new city in English.
Yes, this is so useful. Maybe you travel to a new place. Maybe you move to a new city. You need to ask for help. You need to find things.
And sometimes it feels scary. You do not know the words. You do not know what to say.
But today, we will give you the words. Simple words, real sentences. You can use them right away.
I love that. Real sentences you can use today. Before we start, a quick message.
Yes, please subscribe to our channel so you never miss a lesson. We post new videos every week.
And if this video helped you today, give us a thumbs up. It really helps people find us.
We want to help as many people as possible. Okay, let us begin.
Okay, so let us start at the beginning. You arrive in a new city. The very first thing, you need to find your way.
Yes, finding your way. That means you need directions. Directions means the way to go somewhere.
Right. So the first thing you can say is, "Excuse me."
Excuse me. That is how you get someone's attention. Attention means you want them to look at you and listen.
It is polite, it is simple, and everyone understands it.
Exactly. So you say, excuse me, and then you ask your question.
Like, "Excuse me, where is the bus stop?"
Excuse me, where is the bus stop? Perfect. Bus stop is where you wait for the bus.
Or you can say, "Excuse me, where is the train station?"
Excuse me, where is the train station? Yes, train station is where you get the train.
I like this. It is very simple. Just, "Excuse me," and then, "Where is the?"
Where is the? You can use this for everything. Where is the hospital? Where is the hotel? Where is the supermarket?
Oh, I love that. One phrase, many uses.
Exactly. One phrase, many uses. That is smart learning.
Okay, but what if you do not understand the answer?
Great question. This happens a lot. Someone speaks fast, you do not understand.
What do you say?
You say, I'm sorry, can you say that again, please?
Can you say that again, please? I love that. Very polite.
Or even simpler, sorry, I don't understand.
Sorry, I don't understand. Yes, that is honest, and people will help you.
People are kind. When you say, I don't understand, most people will slow down. They will use simple words.
That is so true. In my experience, people always want to help.
Always. So do not be afraid to say, I don't understand.
Okay, now let's talk about asking for things, like in a shop or a cafe.
Yes, in a shop, in a cafe, very everyday situations.
So the simplest thing you can say is, "Can I have?"
Can I have? Yes, this is magic. Can I have a coffee, please? Can I have a ticket, please?
Magic. I love that. "Can I have" is magic.
It really is. And you always add please at the end. Always.
Always please. It is polite and people love it.
They do. Another useful phrase, how much is this?
How much is this? Yes, you pick up something in the shop, you want to know the price. You say, "How much is this?"
Simple, direct, perfect for beginners.
And when someone tells you the price, you can say, "Thank you," or, "Okay, I'll take it."
I'll take it. That means, yes, I want to buy this.
I'll take it. I like that phrase. It sounds very natural.
It is very natural. Native speakers say it all the time.
Okay, one more thing for part one. What if you are lost, completely lost?
Oh, yes, being lost, that feeling. You do not know where you are.
Ugh, I know that feeling very well.
Me too. Okay, so you can say, "Excuse me, I'm lost. Can you help me?"
I'm lost. Can you help me? That is so direct. I love it.
Simple and honest, people will always stop to help someone who is lost.
And you can show your phone. You can say, I need to go here. Can you help me find it?
Yes, I need to go here. Point at the map. Very useful.
Technology plus English. Perfect combination.
We just covered some really important phrases, but we are not done. Coming up next, we go inside. Shops, cafes, people, even better stuff ahead. Keep watching.
Okay, let us do a quick recap. Here are the phrases we learned so far. Excuse me, where is the? Can you say that again, please? Sorry, I don't understand. Can I have? How much is this? I'll take it. I'm lost. Can you help me?
Wonderful. Those are great phrases. Say them out loud. Practice right now.
Okay, let us keep going. Now we're talking about meeting people. In a new city, you might meet new people.
Yes, meeting people, maybe at a cafe, maybe at a hostel, maybe on the street.
And the first thing, you introduce yourself. Introduce means you tell someone your name and who you are.
Right, so you say, "Hi, my name is,"
Hi, my name is Lily. Simple, easy, perfect.
and the other person says, "Nice to meet you."
Nice to meet you. I love this phrase. It's warm, it's friendly.
It is, and you can respond, "Nice to meet you too."
Nice to meet you too. Echo it back. Repeat the phrase. It shows you understand.
Exactly, and then you can ask, "Where are you from?"
Where are you from? Yes, this is a very common question. Very easy conversation starter.
Conversation starter means a question that helps you begin talking.
And you answer, I'm from, and then your country. I'm from Brazil. I'm from Japan. I'm from Egypt.
Perfect, and you can ask back, "What about you? Where are you from?"
Yes, always ask back. That is how conversation works.
That is good advice. Always show interest in the other person.
Now, what if you want to keep talking? What do you say?
Great question. You can ask, "Is this your first time here?"
Is this your first time here? Oh, I love that. Very natural.
First time means it's the first time you visit this place.
And if it is your first time, you say, yes, this is my first time. I just arrived.
I just arrived. That means I came here very recently.
I just arrived. That's a really useful phrase.
And if it is not your first time, you say, "No, I have been here before."
I have been here before. That means you visited this place in the past.
Exactly. Two simple answers, both very natural.
Now, I want to talk about something a little different, getting help with food.
Oh, yes, food. I love this topic.
Of course you do, Max.
What can I say? Food is important.
Okay, so you are in a restaurant. You sit down. What do you say?
First, you get the waiter's attention. You can say, "Excuse me." Same phrase as before.
Same phrase. Excuse me works everywhere.
It does. Then you say, "Can I see the menu, please?"
Can I see the menu, please? Perfect. The menu is the list of food and drinks.
And when you are ready to order, order means to choose your food and tell the waiter, you say, "I would like."
I would like, yes. I would like a salad, please. I would like some water, please.
"I would like" is more polite than "I want." Remember that.
Oh, that is a great tip. I would like, more polite than I want.
In a restaurant, always say, "I would like." It sounds very nice.
Now here is something interesting. I like to try the local food. Local means the food from that specific place or city.
I love local food too, but I am a little more careful. I do not like very spicy food.
Really? I love spicy food.
I know. You always say that. We are different in this way.
It's okay, we are different. That is normal.
It is very normal, and you can talk about this in English very simply. I like spicy food. I do not like spicy food.
Or, I prefer mild food. Prefer means you like this more than something else.
I prefer mild food. Mild means not spicy. Good word for beginners.
And if you have a food question in the restaurant, you can ask, does this have meat? Is this vegetarian?
Is this vegetarian? Yes, vegetarian means no meat.
Very useful questions. Easy to ask, easy to understand.
You're doing so well. We have covered greetings, directions, and food, but there are still tips coming. Practical advice you can use today, right now. These tips will make your English better in a new city. Let us go.
Okay, tip number 1. Always carry a small notebook or use your phone notes.
A notebook, yes. Write new words down. When you learn a new word, write it.
Writing helps you remember. It's a simple habit, but it works very well.
And when you are in the city, write down words you see. Signs, menus, shop names.
Oh, I love that. The city is your classroom.
Exactly. The city is your classroom. Everything around you is a lesson.
Tip number 2. Practice out loud. Not just in your head, out loud.
Yes, this is so important. Say the phrases at home before you go out. Practice, excuse me, where is the train station?
Say it to yourself in the mirror. It feels funny at first, but it helps.
I used to do this. It works, really.
It really does. Your mouth needs practice, not just your brain.
Great way to say it. Your mouth needs practice.
Tip number 3. Smile and be patient. Even if your English is not perfect, a smile helps.
So true. A smile is universal. Everyone understands a smile.
And be patient with yourself. You will make mistakes. That's okay. Mistakes are learning.
Mistakes are learning. I love that. Never be afraid of a mistake.
People in new cities, they understand. They know English might not be your first language. They will help.
And tip number 4, repeat back. When someone gives you directions, repeat it back to them.
Oh, yes, like, so I go left, then right, then I see the station. Is that correct?
Exactly. Is that correct? That means, did I understand you right?
This is so useful. It checks your understanding and it shows respect.
It shows you are listening. People like that very much.
So those are our 4 tips. Carry a notebook, practice out loud, smile and be patient, and repeat back.
4 tips, all simple, all useful, all free.
All free, the best kind.
Okay, before we say goodbye, we have a challenge for you today.
Yes, a comment challenge. This is your practice. Go to the comment section right now.
Write this sentence. My name is blank, and I am from blank. I am visiting blank.
Just fill in your name, your country, and a city you want to visit.
It's simple. It's good practice, and we will read every comment.
We really do read them, every single one. It makes us so happy.
Also, if this video helped you today, please share it with a friend who's learning English.
Your support means so much to us. Every share helps someone new find our channel.
And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. We love having you here with us.
We post new lessons every week. Always simple, always useful, always fun.
We try our best.
You always do your best, Max. Okay, everyone, we are at the end of today's lesson. What a great episode.
It really was. We talked about so much today. Asking for directions, meeting people, ordering food, tips for using English in a new city.
And the most important thing, do not be afraid. You have the words now.
You have the words. Go out, use them, make mistakes, learn, grow.
Every time you try, you get better. Even a little better is still better.
That is so true. Small steps every day. That's how you learn a language.
We are so proud of you for watching today, really.
I always feel so happy at the end of an episode. I love this community.
Me too. I love it so much.
Remember, subscribe to our channel so you never miss a lesson.
See you in the next video.
Goodbye, everyone. Keep practicing. Keep going. You are doing amazing.
Bye-bye. Take care. We'll see you very soon.